gentlemen, please welcome the Master of Mayhem, Craig Charles.
Tonight, there will be chaos. Tonight, there will be carnage. Tonight, there will be no turning back. Because right now, Robot Wars goes extreme. And who do we want to see in action? Well, we shall see, my friends, we shall see. But the big question is, will we see the end of Hypnodisc? Officially, Robot Wars' most destructive robot.
Yes, Craig, tonight's main event will be the ultimate mayhem mashup. Can the deadly Hypnodisc survive the onslaught of two awesome robots, Wheelie Big Cheese and Ming 3? But whilst our competitors prepare, we've got the first of our Tag Team Terror battles. Will the reigning Tag Team Terror champions King B3 and 101 keep their crown of carnage against Diotor and Megamorg? There's a monstrous melee featuring 6 of the meanest middleweights on the planet. Stinger faces a newcomer keen to join the Robot Wars clan in our wild card warrior battle. And we've a vengeance battle that promises to get ugly between the Titanic Exterminator and the awesome champion of the Second War's Panic Attack. All that before our monstrous main event featuring Hypnodisc in a 3-way melee with Wheelie Big Cheese and Ming 3. Let's remind ourselves what Hypnodisc can do. It can literally shred armor, weaponry, speed controllers, motors and batteries. Awesome, awful, demonic, destructive. It's not hype, it's Hypno-Disc.
Yes. Will we see an end to Hypnodisc's reign of fear? But first on the bill is the definitive Tag Team Terror match. There's going to be destruction. There's going to be devastation. So, let the wars begin!
Craig, let's kick off the carnage with a Titanic Tag Team Terror tussle. The reigning champions King B3 and 101 back to hang on to their title against Diotor and Megamorg. The winners through to the tag semi-finals later on in this series of Extreme. King B and 101 were worthy winners of the title, defeating Firestorm and Scorpion in the final. Quite easily, I thought. But then best of friends, best of enemies, they turned on each other. Is there friction in the camp? What's going to happen in this series of the Tag Team Terror?
I'm in the pits with Diotor and Megamorg. Now, you're an unusual pairing. How did you get together?
Well, they were trying to transport a load of blow-up sheep into Ireland. The guys that stopped them, you know. Well, they're only ninja now because we caught us.
But are you a robotic match made in heaven? Because you are up against the reigning champions. Do you stand a chance, even?
Rain doesn't bother us, it doesn't rust.
What do you think about that? Can you beat the reigning champions?
Well, they're only champions because we weren't in it last year. You know?
They haven't got a hope in hell. I'm here with the reigning champions, King B Powerworks and Team 101. They're looking confident. Are you united as a team this time round?
Absolutely solid.
Yeah. Been working together for a while?
Yeah, we've been working together. We've got this really sewn up, we think, now.
Are you as confident as that?
Dream team. We're just going to go out there and trash them like we did last year.
Excellent. And what's your prediction for the match then?
Well, I think when we finish with Megamorg, there's going to be a cremation.
From Clondalkin, Dublin in Ireland, Diotor. From Pencluid, Swansea, Megamorg.
Diotor on the left and Megamorg on the right. Let's have a look at the stats. Diotor's problem, it catches fire. As for Megamorg, it's the heaviest in this tag contest at 99 kilos and not too quick.
From Havant in Hampshire, King B Powerworks. From Kettering, 101.
So the King B Powerworks stats cost £4,000 to build, but will it be retired early? His teammate cost 101 pence to build. Good traction control. Mike Franklin's experience at the control's vital.
Roboteers, stand by.
So, Diotor, the Irish team, with the Welsh stickers taking up its position in the corner, which means that Megamorg will be out in the arena. Yes! The Welsh and Irish team. There's Dorian Cordy getting a massage from Dr. Zulu. Peter Redman at the controls of Diotor with the fur devil's caps. King B into the corner, leaving 101. The reigning Tag Terror champions. Mike Franklin at the controls of 101, Simon Harrison for the King Bee Powerworks team. And don't forget, our own terror, Sergeant Bash in the war zone to keep an evil eye on things, along with Shunt. Huge push from the scoop.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
So 2 robots start. They can change by tagging their teammates in the corner. Mega Morg looks by far the bigger, but it's only 2 kilos heavier than 101 with the little front spikes that can flip if they can get underneath Mega Morg. There you can see the spike like a serpent's tongue. Onto the picture of Anne Robinson. Mega Morg unhappy with her comments about the Welsh, who will be the weakest link here. There's a tag. King Bee replacing 101. And also the other tag, Diotor's out with the inflatable sheep just trying to drift by and past his opponent there. King Bee trying to thrust with the front lifting forks. The sheep, well, he's lost his sheep. Diotor, Little Bo Peep, smashed against the arena wall, has tagged, or has he? Mega Morg sits back in there. Be prepared for mayhem here. Absolute confusion. I'm sure it'll all just break down into an utter rumble. There's the circular saw on the front of King Bee. A Pussycat-style circular saw we've seen on Pussycat, that famous robot from Robot Wars in the past. And there's the front lifting forks on the back of the circular saw. Takes on the sheep that goes flying there. Old Larry the Lamb. Dear oh dear. Diotor. Well, the fur has been scratched. And Mega Morg wants to come out and protect Diotor. Can they tag in there and allow Mega Morg to come out? Why is Diotor taking the punishment here? And why is Mega Morg not coming out? Mega Morg, a little shove on the teammate, and now comes into the action with the Welsh slogan on the back. Mega Morg slamming into both King Bee and 101, and they're both down on the war zone floor. I warned you of this. There's the spike. Diotor's on fire. King Bee has been tossed around the arena by Diotor. Meanwhile, Mega Morg and 101 are thrusting against one another. There's 101 with a little push there on Mega Morg. King Bee spinning around. Diotor's on fire. Absolute confusion. 101 chase after Mega Morg with the fur-lined team colours and the picture of Anne Robinson. 101 now under pressure from Diotor. Diotor will flip 101. Don't worry about that. That can work both ways up because of the tank traps. But is only one of the tank traps working? I think it is. And all of a sudden, the reigning champions are in trouble because I think King Bee is spinning wildly out of control. And the reigning champions could be facing elimination here in the Tag Team Terror. There's no control on King Bee. And 101 in trouble too. This could be a shock.
Tag Team Terror. Too close to call for us. We're going to go to the judges to make a decision. While they're making up their minds, let's see the highlights.
Very, very even early on. We know that King Bee put Diotor in trouble. We know that Diotor was on fire. But decisive moments came a little bit later on when 101 for me lost traction and King Bee was left spinning wildly. I think the underdogs have won it here.
And the judges have made their decision. Remember, they're looking at style, control, damage, and aggression. And they've gone for Mega Morg! You're the reigning Tag Team Terror champions.
Oh, yeah.
And you're not anymore, though.
No, it's very dismal, wasn't it? We've not gone like that before, you know, it's very, very disappointing. We are very down about this now.
I'm sure you'll lose.
I think if he could have kept going, we would have won. But it's his fault.
It's his fault
we lost.
So blame him, go and argue in the pits. I wouldn't talk to him for a while.
I didn't see yours going that fast.
Yeah, but I banged a load of holes in there.
I reckon you should look for different teammates next time, don't you?
Well, it was all mates to start off with. Now we're lost. Look.
I'm sure you'll admit you couldn't lose to a nicer set of lads.
Yes!
I'd just like to say that makes us the world champions now. We may as well stop the tournament now. We've beaten you lot. We are the world champions. Yeah!
It would appear that Anne Robinson scares robots as well, because well, they were the weakest link. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Let's hear it for Megan Morgan, dear.
You're not talking to him then?
Well, I'm a bit peeved because 101 died and it's got an absolute 100% track record of never breaking down,
So it has to be his fault?
I think he's jinxed us, yeah, really. And I think if his had carried on, Bond was still going on one track at least. We'd done some damage and we could have won, but...
So we've seen you guys bickering quite a lot in the past, it'd be fair to say that.
We're trying to get separate benches now.
Do you think there's going to be a grudge match?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well,
We're going to get him working first, but
yeah.
If we do, I think I'll give him a good levering. In the arena, of course.
What was that, Mike?
I think we'll give yours a good levering. What do you reckon?
No, I'm not having it.
Yeah.
I think they should fix their robots first, eh?
Well, it was always going to happen. And we'll let them slug that vengeance battle out another time. But right now, we're getting ready for an unmissable fight. Will the biggest bot on the block, Hypnodisc, finally get grated by Wheelie Big Cheese?
Tonight, it's not going to be Hypnodisc, it's going to be Flipnodisc.
They can talk the talk, but can they walk the walk? Hypnodisc is waiting. But first, when it comes to fighting, size isn't everything, madam. And tonight, we've got some middleweight wonders to prove it.
Yes, Craig, 6 robots come together to decide who will be our middleweight Mayhem champion. They're light, they're quick, they'll fly. Doom and Genesis, Hard Cheese and Mammoth, Typhoon and Zap. Anything can happen. This will be baffling and bamboozling.
From the Edinburgh Air Cadets in Scotland, Typhoon.
This machine can spin at 70 miles an hour, circular in shape, the chrome look, but it has no Sremek, can be toppled.
From Broadheath, Manchester, Zap.
They say Zap can pull a car. The chassis is steel and iron. The flipper can lift at 750 psi, but it can only get top speeds of 7 miles an hour.
From Liverpool, Hard Cheese.
We've seen Hard Cheese before. Sir Killalot didn't like it. No self-righting mechanism. The stainless steel cutter deserves respect, though.
From Southend-on-Sea in Essex, Mammoth.
Good effort here by Ian Burrell to build a walker. Not easy. Multi-weaponed with a saw and an axe. But let's be honest, would you bet your mortgage, your car, your pencil case on that?
From Rudland in Denbighshire, Genesis.
Genesis lacks a little bit in power from 2 24-volt wheelchair motors. Rams opponents, though.
From Rosendale in Lancashire, Doom.
And finally, Doom, basically an upturned wheelbarrow with a lunchbox housing the electrics. Big pushing power, little hope if you go by the weight. It's the lightest here.
Roboteers, stand by.
So as RefBot surveys the scene, let's just check our house robots. Sergeant Bash, of course, with the flamethrower, can go a long, long way, that thrower. And shoulder to shoulder with his pal, Matilda.
Roboteers.
Don't really want to examine their relationship too closely.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Well, the early action surrounding Genesis, the silver. Zap with the hazard strikes. There's Typhoon spinning away. And Typhoon looks the most effective of these. Immediately of the middleweights, spinning around madly there with the 770mm diameter steel pipe to cause damage. Look at the action from Typhoon. Where are the rest gone? There's Mammoth the Walker. Ho-ho! Typhoon here. Poor old Mammoth is stuttering around. Stay out of trouble if I was you, Ian Burrell, a robot driver, a service engineer, my dread. Oh dear. He's cut the legs right out from underneath Mammoth. Typhoon is really whipping up a storm here. Tremendous stuff for the Edinburgh Air Cadets, Flying Officer Peter Bennett, Cadet Gary Cairns, Cadet Hazel Taylor. This is a formidable machine. Well, this is only a middleweight contest, but I think if you threw Typhoon in with some heavyweights, they'd have a real chance. Mammoth's chances? Well, I'm not too sure. To be honest, I think my lawnmower could probably do better. Archie's in the background. Refbot comes in. This is Genesis. About to be counted out, I'm sure. Still other robots fighting, though. Doom and Typhoon and Mammoth just about for plucky Ian Burrell. This is the end of Genesis. Do you fancy Genesis? Something in the air tonight! The Air Training Corps team is grounded! Have a look at this. It was a short flight, and they crashed back down to Earth with a bang. Bang go Genesis. Oh dear, is that a tear? Never mind, eh? Well, meanwhile, let's have a look at poor old Mammoth. Next to go, Close Encounters of the Robot kind. And the woolly Mammoth has gone, and Zap has gone too. This is great fun. Bash looks on, didn't need to get him. A pair is twice as nice. Now, Archie's and Doom, we'll have a little bit of you, please. Thank you. Onto the flip, and up they go. Poor old Doom, oh no! Doom, Zoom, Matilda came in with the tail, just add insult to injury. Look at this. There he goes, Doom. And Matilda comes in with the tail. And the ending of this particular tale sees Typhoon, the one team standing.
A mammoth fight! Hard cheese to Doom, Genesis and Zap. Hey, Typhoon, only robot standing, they win the middleweight melee. Well done, young man. Well done. Well done. Come here, sir. Come here. Come and join in. That is one mean robot.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a middleweight.
Yeah.
Why didn't you build a heavyweight?
Well, actually, now that we've won the medium weight, we want to challenge the military heavyweights.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Now, do you think you could survive in there with the big boys? I think you could.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we might see if we can arrange that. We'd love to see you do it. I tell you what, serious robot. Did you enjoy that?
Definitely, it was great fun.
Extreme middleweight melee, and you are the winners. Hey, well done. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Typhoon! For tonight's big hypnotist fight, we've got a brand new battle on the bill. New kid in town, never fought before. Wants to join our legion of robo-heroes. It's our wild card warriors.
Well, Craig, initiations do not come much more extreme than this, because to earn the right to fight on Robot Wars, our newcomers have to face some of the veterans of the wars. Now, our new guys are going to be trembling in their boots because they're up against the almighty Stinger team. Hello, boys.
Hello.
Now, the standard is so high on Robot Wars now, isn't it? What does it take for a newcomer to be even approaching your league?
Extreme.
Yeah? Extreme what?
Courage.
Yes?
You must have courage to come up against this. It's been some serious battle, and we're going to just show him what you've got to do to be a top robot.
So, Team AJ, are you afraid?
Of?
Your opposition. They're telling you should be afraid, very afraid.
No chance.
No?
No worries. No worries at all.
Is it quite scary going up against the robot with the reputation of Stinger?
Yes, it is.
Yeah?
No, it's not at all.
No?
There's a heap of junk, shouldn't even be here.
From Branston, Lincoln, Stinger.
I seem to remember they had steering problems in Series 3. They went straight into a pit after 50 seconds, a spinning, whirling dervish with a venomous axe and top speeds of 80 miles an hour.
From Tilehurst in Reading, AJ.
Big words from the pits from the AJ team. Big weaponry, 4 expanding flail arms that retract into the body. Yeah, I'll wait to see them in action. These are first-time competitors.
Roboteers, stand by.
Also, don't forget that Stinger were grand finalists in the 4th series of the Wars. Tim Mann there on the left, Carl Skinner in the middle, Kevin Scott on the right. And here's the AJ team. John Shepherd there on the left-hand side and his son-in-law, Liam Ryan. Any eyeballing going on that Robot Wars arena floor? Well, only from the ref bot. Our house robots here. Yes, it is. Invincible. Sir Killalot. Partnered with this clash by Matilda with the tusks and the flywheel.
3, 2, 1.
Basically, the message of the Wild Card Warriors: come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. If you think you can take on one of our all-star veterans. And that's what AJ think they can do here. Low centre of gravity, of course. 25 centimetres off the war zone floor. Dodging away from the great bludgeoning axe of Stinger. As for the weapons of the AJ team, I thought those arms were supposed to come out and flail. I don't think they are at all. Well, I'm worried about that. Comes in on a driving attack, hits Stinger, and also goes into the tyre release button, which releases the pit of oblivion there, you can see. It's a new feature for Robot Wars Extreme. Crashing and bashing around AJ. Dashing around the arena floor. But is there control? Is there any aim to this? Stinger tries an attack with the axe. Hits the arena floor. That's a problem with Stinger. The control of the weaponry by Kevin Scott, Carl Skinner and Tim Mann has deserted them in the past. Where's AJ going here? AJ! Okay. KO? I think so. Driving straight into the claws of Killalot. Liam Ryan, well, he had the boast, but his robot, I'm afraid, has not made the most of this experience. Or has it? Can it come again? AJ turning, spinning away from Stinger. It's not been the best display from Stinger, let's be honest. Again, crashing down with that great mace. Spiked mace, if you like. It can bludgeon, it can ram, it can pierce and penetrate. And AJ's weaponry can do absolutely nothing. There it is, AJ on the arena side. The underdogs have come here, though, with plenty of pluck, determination and courage, and we'll give them credit for that. Weighs 100 kilos, AJ, against the 83 kilos of Stinger. There's Liam Ryan at the control. Loves his cricket, does Liam. He's not knocking Stinger for 6 here, though. In wide of the mark on a couple of occasions. Stinger into the CPZ, could be in trouble here, though. Again, Killalot, we've seen this before when Killalot's managed to grapple a hold of Stinger. They've done all the work, but it looks as if they could get tossed out of the arena here. But Killalot's got to beat the clock. The clock is ticking down. Can Stinger survive? Can Stinger stay in? I think they've just stayed in. Out of the arena they go. But I think it was after time, in which case Killalot was bang out of order there. We should go to the judges. We should go to the judges, Craig.
The rules go out the window. Killalot not a good boy. We're going to have to go to the judges. They're looking at style, control, damage and aggression.
The key factor here, how many points could AJ rack up when it had no weaponry? Stinger had the mace, the axe, and again on the attack there. AJ 1 or 2 bumps and bashes. The control around the arena wasn't great, but Stinger got itself into trouble late on in the battle. Could be decisive, couldn't it? We'll wait and see.
Well, the judges have made their decision based on style, control, damage and aggression. Now, this is not a unanimous decision. They've decided 2-1 that the winners are Stinger! Warrior.
Yeah.
You just fought a robot that's ranked 5th in the UK.
And we were robbed.
And you think you're wrong? You certainly put up a good show.
So you asked the crowd if it done with crowd decision, we'd have got that.
Yeah, I tell you what, you've got a good robot there, but there's some things that don't you think you need to sort out? For a start,
Control.
And weapons. I mean, you're a spinner.
Yeah.
But you can't drive forward and spin at the same time. You spin and then drive and then spin.
Well, the way it was supposed to work is that we could do that, but it don't work how it's supposed to work. And against these guys, we thought we'd try and just bash them into the pit. That was the tactic.
I tell you one thing, though, you know, bringing a robot that doesn't work into the robot war arena can sometimes end in tears, you know.
And no doubt we'll find out, or we have found out.
I tell you, though, I mean, ranked 5th in the UK.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a new robot on the block, and you've done really well.
Well, you know, we weren't there just make up the numbers. We're going to give it our best shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for AJ! The words nearly, face and egg come to mind. You nearly got some egg on your face there.
Nearly got some egg on our faces, yeah, but we came through in the end. I really enjoyed that fight, and AJ did so well for a beginner. Kill-A-Lot, he had it in for us, didn't he?
What has Kill-A-Lot got against you?
I don't know. We didn't actually go into the CPZ, so he was a bit out of order.
Oh, no, I know. But, like, we were just trying to test them, you boys,
Yeah.
and your robot's tough enough to take it.
It was in the end, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. Brilliant robot. This is Stinger! Tonight's big robot rumble is coming up like a jail on wheels. It's a fight to the death. Hypnodisc, wheelie big cheese. And if that wasn't enough, they're going to be mixing it with the merciless Ming.
At the end of the day, we're from planet Mongo, and they're just pathetic Earthlings.
Well, we're going to see about that. But first, can you believe it? Someone's got a grudge against Panic Attack, the former British champions. Julia, what could anybody possibly have against Panic Attack? Lovely lads.
Yes, Craig, Panic Attack are a lovely team. So what can Exterminator possibly have against Panic Attack?
Well, I just can't work out what they got against us. The first year, they took us out in the heat final. The second year, then, they managed to black their way through sumo and beat us. And then they burst a pipe on Kill-A-Lot's hydraulics just before we went in, so we were sliding everywhere. So that's it. We're after them. It's payback time.
Woo! Panic Attack, is it just a case of sore losers?
Well, it's just full of excuses, aren't they?
What do you reckon?
Sore losers.
Can you still beat them?
Yes.
No problem. This is really going to sort out the men and the boys.
From Thornhill, Panic Attack.
0 ground clearance, 0 turning circle, lifting forks, champions of the Second Wars, twice semi-finalists, polycarbonate and bulletproof fiberglass shell. Why the need to panic? No need at all.
From Belmont, Exterminator.
At 99 kilos, just the heavier, low centre of gravity, strong base and axe, but sometimes I think it's too quick for its own good at 25 miles an hour. But what power! There's Panic Attack from Wales. The experienced Kim Davis at the controls with his son Michael and Christian Bridge, both 12 years of age, and Exterminator, Marlon Pritchard, the team captain, an instrument engineer. And there next to him, Paul Lewis and Simon Baldwin. Panic Attack, winners of the Second Wars, immediately under pressure from Exterminator, or were they? They flipped Exterminator over. Exterminator can self-right. Kim Davis, piqued by the attacks on his reputation, they beat Exterminator in Series 3 and indeed in the Sumo. Exterminator didn't like it, hence the vengeance match here. And Panic Attack have pressed the release button so that the pit of oblivion will soon descend. And from the look of it, Exterminator will be in that pit of oblivion, trying to claw their way back into a vibrant battle here, and just about doing so. The axe helping out. Deathbot has a look. Panic Attack gets the forklifts underneath Exterminator. Exterminator backing away. Meanwhile, Panic Attack shoved onto dead metal to Kill-A-Lot in that top corner. Panic Attack dodging away from Exterminator. Whoa, very close to the pit. Don't want to get too close in there. Raising Exterminator up with the great prongs. Turning Exterminator around. 2 lorry windscreen wiper motors help power Panic Attack onto the attack. Nudging Exterminator towards the pit. But will they go in themselves? No! Hanging on. Dumping Exterminator. Good technique, good driving skills by Kim Davis once again, this time in Robot Wars Extreme.
Do you like grudge matches? I said, do you like grudge matches? Well, the obvious winners were Panic Attack. Come on, lads, come on.
Vengeance battles go.
That was pitiful, really, wasn't it?
Do you accept that this, now, is a far superior robot?
No, we were just unlucky.
That was bad luck.
It was bad luck. Yeah. It just
mind.
wasn't working as well as it should. We'll be back for him.
Never mind, guys. It's nice to see you here again. Nice to see you enjoying it.
Thank you.
Unlucky, though, eh?
Yeah.
Well, come on. That driving was immense. I mean, you activated the pit button. I mean, the skill that you used to drop them into the pit was awesome.
Yeah, it's driving really well at the moment.
I mean, don't you feel a bit sort of like, I mean, these guys really think they can take you, you know? That's the third time you've whooped them. They still believe they can take it.
They can dream on. They can dream on.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Panic Attack! He's never been truly disgraced in the war zone before. But is this the end of Hypnodisc? Wheelie Big Cheese and Ming are out to make sure it is in a 3-way fight to the finish. It's the ultimate mayhem!
So the terrible trio, Hypnodisc, Wheelie Big Cheese and Ming 3. Only one can survive to go through to one of our Annihilator finals.
Well, I'm in the pits with Hypnodisc. I'm helping take them to the arena. I have to say, I'm proud just to be seen with this robot. I love it. Now, are you worried about this fight? Because Wheelie Big Cheese is about as big a flipper as you could get, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got one of the best flippers, the highest flippers. We've got to avoid it by all costs.
And how does Hypnodisc stand up to being flipped normally? Because you have got a self-righting mechanism.
Well, if we go high and come down a bit awkward, then we could be damaged.
Okay, and how's the disc actually working?
Very well.
Yeah?
Very well.
It's not slowing down at all from the last wars?
We did some modifications to electronics just overnight, and it's working as good as it ever been. So fingers crossed.
And the Wheelie Big Cheese team. Are you looking forward to this, or are you in the least bit scared going up against?
We're not scared of Hypnodisc.
You're not?
No.
Why not?
We've got a strategy to beat him which we've had for a long time.
What is that?
I'm not going to tell you. You'll have to watch and see.
Oh! Well, hurry up. I can't wait. Let's get you into the arena. This is going to be hilarious. And the last brave team to go into that mayhem is Ming 3. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, a bit nervous, actually. A little bit nervous. A lot of nervous, actually.
Because you haven't faced Hypnodisc with this machine, have you?
No, not really. I'd like to have done a bit more testing and what have you yet, and I haven't faced them.
Who would you boys rather face? Hypnodisc or Wheelie Big Cheese?
Wheelie Big Cheese.
Why?
Because they can't make themselves right. Yeah, so. And
if Hypnodisc doesn't get to you first. Exactly, you're scared, guys. I'm not surprised. So am I. Let's get you into that arena.
Well, I think Hypnodisc might be in trouble here. But Jonathan, what's he really up against?
Hypnodisc is twice a grand finalist. The disc is awesome, but it is suspect of being flipped, and Wheelie Big Cheese has that enormous titanium flipper. Ming 3 also has its lifting arm and crusher, a little bit like Razor's, so this could be a close shave for Hypnodisc. Back to you, Craig.
So, for a Wheelie Big Mayhem, you need a Wheelie Big robot. It's Wheelie Big Cheese!
From Langport in Somerset, Wheelie Big Cheese.
So a big Robot Wars port salute to Roger Plant's machine at 99 kilos, the lightest in this Mayhem 224-volt motors, a Shremek, and the flipping arm, so it could be a wheeze for the cheese.
Hello, I'm Roger. This is Murray. This is John. We're the Wheelie Big Cheese team from Somerset. This is our robot, all built out of titanium. Toughest robot on the block. Here to smash everything else to bits.
And hoping to cheese him off. Go mental for Ming!
From Somerset, Ming 3.
Never beyond the heats before, but it looks good, and the new Razor-esque crushing arm driven by 2 screwdriver electric motors is deadly. Now, did they volunteer, or did Dad make them dress up like that?
Hi, I'm Andrew, this is Alexander, this is Oliver, and we are Team Ming. We're here, fresh from the planet Mongo, ready to wreak havoc on any pathetic Earthlings that should happen to get in our way.
And completing today's Mayhem lineup, a robot so good they made the toy. It's the mighty, the awesome Hypnodisc!
From Middleton Cheney, Banbury in Oxfordshire, Hypnodisc.
Constructed by the Rose family, will they bloom again with the thorny spinning disc and aluminium and mild steel shell? Will they spin to win or end up in the bin?
Hi, I'm Dave Rose, team captain of Hypnodisc. These are our team members, Derek and our father Ken. We made a number of improvements this wars, the main one being a much more powerful weapon. It's so awesome, it's going to cause the ultimate destruction.
Roboteers, stand by.
There then is Ming 3, Ming the Merciless, with Andrew Cotterill at the controls. Hypnodisc, with an even better weapon and Wheelie Big Cheese. Brainchild of Roger Plant there at the controls. Dave and Derek Rose controlling Hypnodisc. And just to make things interesting, the pincer and saw of Dead Metal. And alongside that, get away from Dead Metal. You won't get away from Shunt with the axe and the scoop.
3, 2, 1.
Never get only one survivor goes through to our Annihilator final. That's the most awesome weapon we've ever seen on Robot Wars, and it's even better, the weapon on the front of Hypnodisc, dodging away from Wheelie Big Cheese. In comes Ming 3 to enter the fray. Is that wise? Well, they have the crushing arm. Oh, goodness me! And the wheel is shredded on the side there of Ming 3. Look at that dent, that tear in the wheel of Ming 3. What a deadly assault, just slicing down the side of Ming 3 completely. Ripping it asunder. Wheelie Big Cheese tries to get out of the way, and no wonder there's a look at the front of Wheelie Big Cheese as well. There's a huge crevasse dug out of the front of Wheelie Big Cheese. Can anything stop Hypnodisc? Look at the wheel of Wheelie Big Cheese. It's almost sliced in two. And the front tries to get that great cheese jaw opened up to flip and maybe clamp. Ming 3 doesn't know what's hit it. I think Ming 3 could well be immobilised there and then. Trying to get back into action. Holes, slices, tears. Well, Wheelie Big Cheese has been created, let's be honest. And as for Hypnodisc, it is pulling everyone under its spell. In it comes again. Ming 3. Battered almost into oblivion, and there goes a whole wheel! A whole wheel has come off! One attack! Oh, there goes the other one, but why not? So, Ming 3, what are you going to do now then, boys? Come on. Back into the action, Ming 3. Creep across the arena floor. Dead Metal's out. But of course, the RevBot. Back to Mongo for Andrew Cotterill. The RevBot's in there. Counting down. Wheelie Big Cheese counting down. Ming 3. Hypnodisc has battered everything there. That was awesome. That was deadly, demonic destruction. Poor Alex and Oliver Cotterill. Alex is 11, Oliver is 8. They can't have seen anything like this in their lives. Look, Wheelie Big Cheese, one of its back tyres is almost bent and buckled, but Still enough life in Willie Big Cheese to get rid of Ming 3. We know Ming 3 is out. We know it's going to be pitted. Willie Big Cheese in the grapple of dead metal. Oh, and look at this. This is why this is the battle of the night. They love it. Destruction. The sparks fly. Dead metal slicing into Wheelie Big Cheese. There's the carcass also of Ming 3 in there. On the arena floor, Hypnodisc all gleaming steel and spin and destructive capabilities, and the sparks fly again, littering the arena floor. There's what's left of Ming 3 into the pit, says one. That's where Wheelie Big Cheese is shoved by Shunt. The house robots have had their say too in this battle, which has had everything. Bravery by Wheelie Big Cheese. Suicidal behaviour by Ming 3 to enter the arena at all.
Cease.
With the truly awesome, spectacular Hypnodisc. That was truly frightening.
Well, let's talk to you guys first.
I don't want to talk.
You've lost both wheels.
Well, I don't think there's anything left, is there?
It completely battered you, didn't it?
First hit, took one of the wheels out, then I was limping, and I was just a sitting duck, and I thought the pain was never going to stop.
they let you go in the end. I'll get to you guys in a minute. Well, you've got more holes in that Wheelie Big Cheese than Gorgonzola now, haven't you?
Hey, it's fixed out. That was only a couple of bolts broken.
What did you think of that? The power of that Hypnodisc, though?
Yeah, well, he was lucky he didn't get in our way, wasn't he?
You were playing dead for a while, weren't you? I thought you were playing dead until it came up to you, because then you started moving again.
Well, tactics, you know, tactics.
Yeah. To you guys. Now, we thought that might be a tough challenge for you, but you made light work of that, didn't you?
We thought it was going to be a tough challenge. So both robots were really well armoured, but the wheels were the vulnerable part, and that's what we went for.
Why does it make that noise as it revolves? Like, woo?
Yeah, that's the best bit. That's the scary bit, isn't it?
It
the
is,
sound,
yeah. Oh, it's kicked off now. Why does it make that noise?
It's the gearing inside.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's the gearing.
Because you can hear it coming, can't you? You think, oh my God.
And it gets higher and higher, and it just gets worse and worse. You know it's going to be painful.
Well, you're through to the Annihilator, lads, and you know, you've been close many times. This time you could go all the way.
We'll try it. We'll
Ladies and gentlemen, go ballistic for Hypnodisc! If you ever wondered if robots dream, they dream about fighting and going extreme. Bye-bye.